The legendary Pokemon Xerneas is now available in Pokemon Legends EA of Competitive Season 2. Today I'm giving you team building tips on how to build up your Xerneas ready for competitive battle. Xerneas is a fairy type, which is a good counter towards all the dragon types in the meta right now. And with its strong setup move Geomancy, it's a threat to everything in the game. If you find this video useful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more competitive content.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm giving you a guide on how to use Xerneas and team building tips just to help you use Xerneas in Pokemon Legends EA. We got the Expert Belt Xerneas, which I use the most. It has Thunderbolt for like flying types, Gyarados, Geomancy to set up, which I always go out with Xerneas first, then use Geomancy just to set up on the nearest person near me. Moonblast for all the dragon types that are out there. Like honestly, the meta is full of dragon types. You're gonna need a fairy on your team. Focus Blast for any of the steel types, since steel is super effective against fairy. You could use it on Excadrill. You could use it on Steelix. Metagross. There's a lot of steel Pokemon that are trying to counteract Xerneas. So if you run Focus Blast on it, you can protect yourself from the super effective moves. I have a modest nature on this because I don't really use the physical attack that much. It's all special moves, with most in HP, loads in like full special attack, and then 140 in speed. I think if I were to change it, I would put HP all the way up just so you can survive a bit longer, but also speed is quite important so you can get all of this up. If you want to set up for Xerneas, use a Babri Berry. I don't really know how to say it, but I know it negates the super effective damage by a little bit from steel type moves, which is super effective against fairy. Again, I'd run Moonblast and Focus Blast, which is like his main moves. Moonblast again, stab fairy, gonna be crazy, and Focus Blast so you can reflect the steel type moves. But then we have Reflect and Light Screen, so we set them up first. We just Reflect, Light Screen, and then you can switch out to whoever you want. If you want to stay in your Focus Blast and Moonblast. For this, I have loads in HP, loads in special attack, and a little bit of speed. Mainly just so you can survive hits a bit longer while you set up. Special attack for these two. You don't really need much in speed if you're not going, because this is mainly for just setting up. It's not much for actually being physical. But then we have a physical Xerneas. Moonblast, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, Megahorn. Bug type move, kill other fairies. Megahorn's good against psychic types. So let's say you go against Gardevoir or I don't know if it's super effective against Metagross, but especially Gardevoir, because Gardevoir is a pretty big Pokemon people are using right now. The Fairy Feather, it 1 point times, as you can see, 1 point times 2 is the power of fairy type attacks, and Moonblast being a stab would be crazy. So yeah, Moonblast, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, and Megahorn with a Fairy Feather for a physical. But if you want another physical, you can use the Expert Belt. Play Nice is another move he gets, just other than Moonblast, it's a bit quicker to use than Moonblast. Close combat, a wild move, but then I think it's quicker to use than Focus Blast as well. Night Slash, so you can get rid of the psychic types like Gardevoir, Metagross, and then I even see Mega Gengar sometimes in matches, so Night Slash would also be good. You can, I don't really know what other fourth move you want. Even if you want Megahorn from the last one, it doesn't really matter. You don't really need Megahorn since you have Night Slash. So I'd say Geomancy for the final move, just so you can set up a bit. So physical attack I did mean to do here because it has physical moves, and its physical attacks stat is basically the same as a special attack, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the exact same. So running attack wouldn't be as bad as running attack is basically just as good as doing special attack, but I do special attack more for my moves because it's the one I use. But you could also change this for the, instead of the Expert Belt, you could also use a Power Hub, which makes Geomancy go from a really long attack to a quite short attack. So you can just quickly set up and then start demolishing people. You could also do that for any of the other ones that learn Geomancy. So instead of Expert Belt, you could go for the Power Hub. But I would go for the Expert Belt just so you can do extra hits on the super effective moves. So if you're running Xerneas, you obviously want some people to come help her. So you could use Metagross on your team since it's helping with the super effective moves, like Light Screen you could put on it if you're running a physical Delphox. If you're running a physical Xerneas, and Thunder Punch for the flying types, Earthquake for the steel and rock types, Heavy Slam for other fairy types, because obviously Xerneas is going crazy right now, or Gardevoir. I have it max HP, max attack with an adamant nature, just so it can live a few more attacks and then kill everyone in its path. You could also use the Garchomp Mega, since everyone has a Dragon type on their team. Who doesn't nowadays? So I would say have full HP, attack and defense similar, so if you're against another Garchomp, you can survive a Dragon Rush and kill the other guy with the Dragon Rush easier. Maybe a bit more in attack and a bit less in defense, but Earthquake again, just a good overall move, so you can hit everyone on the field. Dragon Rush, so you can you negate damage for a little bit of time, and you drop down and take out the opponent Pokemon. Stone Edge for the flying types. Obviously, Gyarados is my main thought at mine. Gyarados has really pissed me off recently. If you put Garchomp first in your party, you can set up quickly with a Sword Stance, use the person next to you. Tyrantrum is another Pokemon you can use to help out Xerneas. It has Dig, which you can negate damage while you're underground. It helps you advance them without taking any damage. Earthquake, Head Smash. This is a really good move. I use it on Yveltal, which has just come onto the scene as well. So Yveltal is demolished by Head Smash. You don't really need any setup moves on Tyrantrum. Dragon Claws take off of the Dragon types. Mega Charizard Y, this is how I run it. I don't really know what else I would do. Dragon Rush, obviously, like I've just said with the other Pokemon, you can negate damage for a bit while you go up and do super effective move. You can also do Mega Charizard X, to be fair. It doesn't really matter. I just got rid of all my moves. So let's say you go for Thunder Punch to get rid of the water and flying types. You can go for Dragon Rush. Protect, just so you can, let's see if someone's going for a Hyper Beam or a Hydro Pump on you, you just protect right as they're about to do it. But I guess you could also Mega Evolve before they do that. And for my last moves, I had Flamethrower, but there was another move that I learned. You could use Heat Wave on your Charizard, which is like a spread type move. It attacks multiple Pokemon at once, and it kind of attacks target with you. Yeah, I'd go full physical attack, and then you could do some special attack, but mainly just HP and Flamethrower. Metagross without the Mega, using Expert Belt, just so you can basically the same type of set, but just if you're not running a Screens Xerneas, you can use a Screens Metagross with Reflect and Light Screen. Now, I'd say this is better than the Screens Xerneas, to be fair. Metagross is way stronger in the competitive scene right now. HP and defense at max, just so you can take the hits while you set up for the rest of your team. And Earthquake, probably the best move out there, to be fair. Like, because loads of things are weak to Earthquake on the field. Like Excadrill, Tyrantrum. And even when, like, you're in a situation where there's just loads of people surrounding you, Earthquake, it just does the job. Heavy Slam for the fairy types that are coming onto the field. So yeah, I'd say Metagross is a better Screens than Xerneas. So if you're running a physical Xerneas, I'd put Screens Metagross on your team. Even a Mega Screens Metagross, but especially this one with the Expert Belt, just so you can kill people while you're screened up. Now, I'm going to make a separate video on Delphox on its own, but Mega Delphox just came out. You could go for a Calm Mind, Heat Wave. The reason I picked Mega Delphox is because the Fire type counteracts its Steel weakness, and it's also a Psychic type, unlike Charizard, so you won't be weak to all Rock type moves. Well, you will be, but not doubly weak. Now, I say that, and there's no Poison types, but there's Mega Lucario on the scene. There's other strong fighting types, but if you want to, you can also go for Shadow Ball, and this way you can get Mega Gengar out, you can get Mega Metagross out. Shadow Ball you can use in a lot of different situations. I put max HP, nearly max defense, max special attack. I would actually buff the special attack a little bit more now that I'm looking at it. Heat Wave, same as a Charizard, you can attack multiple opponents at once, but you could also just go for Flamethrower. Flamethrower is basically a stronger version, but I would still go for Heat Wave myself. And obviously there's no abilities in this game, so abilities ain't going to help you there. So if I was for my team that eventually I'm going to make for Xerneas, I'm going to pull up my Xerneas. I'm going to use this one. That's what I'd be using. So I'd put my Xerneas here. I would probably then go in for the Metagross, the this Metagross. This is probably the team I'd go for. I'd go for Expert Belt Xerneas with Thunderbolt, Geomancy, Moonblast, and Focus Spells. Mega Garchomp with Earthquake, Dragon Rush, Stone Edge, and Swords Dance. And Metagross with Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Reflect, and Light Screen. There's not one attack that can kill all of them. They all have coverage over each other. And obviously, since there's a load of Dragon types, we have 2 Dragon types in the team. And Metagross, we could use the screens. I'd probably send out Metagross first, maybe even Xerneas first, you know, just to set up the Geomancy and start killing. That's what I've been doing recently. I've just been sending out Xerneas and start killing everyone. I put a clip here. I'll try on. What we got here? Scolipede. Can I set up on you? We can go for a Geomancy. And then over here, we can go for a Moonblast on the Hawlucha. We're set up so we immediately get a kill. Oh, I should have gone for the Thunderbolt on the Talonflame, to be fair. What's he going to send out? Hawlucha? Just go for another. What is this guy doing? I'll send out my Tyrantrum real quick. I'm killing everyone right now. We'll go for a dig before I can go for a Moonblast. I didn't want to. Yep. Okay, that's my first death, but that's fine. I was main focused on getting that Glaceon anyway. We'll go again into the... I haven't given Xerneas an item. I've just realised. Go for a Geomancy over here. Yeah. We'll go for a Thunderbolt on you. And then we'll go for a Moonblast. Go for a Focus Blast as well. Send out Charizard and go for a Thunder Punch. Hopefully it kills. Yes. Okay, and we'll go for a Flamethrower on you, even if it's not that effective. We still get the kill. Garchomp, we got Dragon Rush for. I don't think these guys really know what they're doing, to be fair. Since I'm in such a low arena. Dragonite, we could go for a Head Smash on you. I forget that Dragonite's a Fairy type. I don't know what it'd be instead. And we'll switch out. And we'll go for a Moonblast. It might kill me. Yeah, I knew that was going to kill me. And that might kill me. But it did. I can't see how much I got left because of my webcam. But I'm sure it ain't that long. Let me quickly... I'll go for a Focus Blast. I don't know why I didn't go for a... whatever it's called. That is a poison type. Yep, I forgot about that. Why? Why? That was high-key stupid. I'll go for a Moonblast on you. I'm Geomancy'd, so... Why switch? I'm getting pissed off that these guys are so bad. He switches after I've hit him. I don't get what he's doing there. That's what I've been doing, and Garchomp, just running the meta right now. I've been using Garchomp more recently. Originally I was not wanting to use him since he was meta, but I started using him anyway. So yeah, that's my tips on team building for Pokemon Legends EA using Xerneas. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you think of anything and I did something wrong, comment it down below. Tell me what I did wrong. Obviously, I'm not going to know everything. So if you guys have any ideas, put it down below. And I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.